I kind of want you.
Already.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, let's go see something cool.
Yeah.
And last night, jet lagged as hell, but it's actually kind of nice being out here.
Yeah. No, this is incredible, man. I mean, it's also incredible to be able to do a sequel. You know, I feel like not a lot of big movies get the chance to do that, and obviously you guys proved yourselves with the first Aquaman.
Yeah, we had a lot to prove. I think after the first one, it was pretty exciting because like literally right after that, I got in with my partner and we started writing. I just started writing about all the things I wanted to see my character go through.
Yeah.
It took it in pretty quickly, and got a lot of excitement from James and Warner Bros. In DC. So I'm very lucky to be able to have that. To be able to play a character you love so much that you can kind of go like, hey man, I really love to see him go through this and go through that.
Yeah.
Now I'm excited for people to see it. It's got a lot. It's really fun.
Dude, I love what I've seen so far, man. And before we get into returning as a character, I'd love to just kind of talk to you, like, what is it meant to be able to play Aquaman, to play Arthur, in this connection, you know, to the ocean, and this character in particular? What has it meant to you?
I mean, it's kind of like it's like one of those destined roles that you're, you know. You never think in a million years you're gonna be playing that. Yeah. First off, you just gotta see this because this is.
Oh, that's
you should probably
sick.
enjoy that for a second. Woo. But you never think you're gonna be like. It was pretty scary when Zach told me I was playing Aquaman. You're like, what? That doesn't even sound like.
Right.
Wrong guy.
Yeah.
And then when he described what it was gonna be like, and that, you know, I'm Polynesian, half, you know, raised in Iowa, born in Hawaii, it fits in the same world. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Once we kind of sat with that, I was like, wow, that's a really great, interesting idea.
Yeah.
And then obviously James took it to a whole nother level, which I love growing up. It's like being able to be a marine biologist. I just love the ocean so much, and being Polynesian is like, it's really like the perfect role. And then when the first one came out, you're like, all the kids and people that come up to you, and like they're just really pumped. So I get to do the things that I love to do, which is environmental issues and, you know, help with the ocean.
Comic book fan, you know, he was always the character that people made fun of.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so like for you to be able to come in with Zach and James and create this guy that, like, what was your intention? Like, we were like, let's take everybody's idea of this character and how are we going to make them fucking change their mind about it?
You know what, I got to say, after everything kind of like, now that we're, you know, it's been 12 years doing this, I think the idea that Zach had, believing in me and wanting to make this character that was just this rebel, as a badass, who is the reluctant king, who's very much running from stuff, and has his own personal problems dealing with. He's half human, half Atlantean. Where does he fit in this world? So that whole outcast, and then, you know, Zach always described it. He's the guy that'll punch Batman in the face. He'll fight Superman. He'll kiss Wonder Woman. Like, he's just not afraid of. Like, he's a bit crude, and but he's a loner.
Yeah.
And then he comes into his what he's destined to be, join the team, become this, and, you know, when he reunites with his father and obviously Mara and all that kind of stuff. And then when James came into the whole picture and the world that he wanted to build, I think it was that perfect marriage of like where you kind of make it a little bit, you know, it's not as rough. You know what I mean? Like, he's still going through his stuff, but I like. In this one, you know, it's like, I want to see him as a father.
Yeah.
I want to see him like what it's like to be a king, him try to hold those responsibilities, but him still wanting to play and go ride his motorcycle and do this and do that, you know, like still wanting to hold on to those other things, like all men do.
Yeah, no,
like,
of course.
We're busting our ass in our jobs, right?
Yeah.
We're great family men, but at the same time, we want to go play. And it was scary when they first said it to me, because I was like, dude, if this doesn't go right, I've already dug myself out of enough holes. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard in acting. It's so hard to get these jobs, and so it's been a wild ride, man.
Yeah. I mean, you guys knocked it out of the park when it comes to, obviously, you know, the first time that we saw you as Aquaman, the suit, everything, badass. Like, how did it feel to put on that suit and then, you know, keep that going? So was there physical attributes that you wanted this guy to have, and how have you, like, has he evolved in that respect for Aquaman 2, or tell me about, like, the training for the first one and this one?
I mean, he's the guy you want to drink beers with,
yeah,
man.
Exactly.
So, I mean, like, I don't think he was, you know, he's not the one sitting around doing sit-ups.
Yeah.
Not that he would, but I'm like, he's half this and half that.
Yes.
So I never really wanted to focus on he's going to be this and that. I'm the larger guy.
Of course.
But I'm like, we just do it so it actually protects us.
Yeah.
So we can do the stunts. And I feel like I like to make my roles build around the physicality as an actor.
Yeah. So
Drogo fights differently than Aquaman moves, how Conan moves, how these characters move. I kind of designed them more off their fighting skills rather than their body. I can't change my body in 3 to 5 months any more that And it's also, the moment you get injured, well, you can't maintain it for 5 months.
Right, exactly.
So if you're a bodybuilder, it's like they peak for 1 day or 2 days. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to get to that.
Right.
To maintain that, make sure your lines are on point, be able to do fights every day. Dude,
Right.
it's brutal.
Right.
So you really have to be in a nurturing place, because I've had so many injuries, so you want to kind of find the right thing that just, like, takes care of yourself.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like when you put that suit on, though,
yeah, dude.
I mean, bro, it's unreal. Like, it's challenging, but it's like, God, bro, it's beautiful.
Yeah, but you gotta be able to move, and I know that you do a lot of work around that, like bands and kettlebells and that sort of thing.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
Like,
but those things are really nurturing to me. Like,
Yeah.
when I discovered kettlebells, it was like game changer.
Yeah.
I never did legs, really.
Yeah.
I grew up playing, like, I loved hockey, I skateboarded and stuff like that, but I'm like, in surfing, but my knees were so bad from just sports.
Right.
And I loved rock climbing, and it was already
Right.
240.
Right.
If I do legs, I just get huge.
It's
I'm
all
fucking
over.
Hawaiian. So
Yeah.
if I just lift some up, I'm like, "Burp." So right now I can't climb at all because I'm 260. So I'm like, if I
Right.
do legs, I can't climb.
Right.
So it's a bit of a like,
Yeah,
what do you want
that
to do?
balance. So kettlebells is a great way for you
It
to be
is.
like
It's just like the right amount of
mobile.
weight. It's all core. Your body's always working. Same thing like climbing. Your body's always working and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just so sick, dude. Like shard and all that. Like.
You know what? If we did like, it's pretty funny because when you go on set and you're playing them, like, I'll be talking with the grips.
Yeah, of course.
I'll go put the suit on and put the eyes in and everything done and come back and it's like, what's up, Bob? And they're just like, oh God, because it's such a shocker.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Yeah.
you're like, whoa.
Yeah. What suit do you like best? Because I see you got like the matte black one, you got the old school.
I mean,
OG
it's fun.
shit.
The new blue ones.
Yeah.
It's like easy, light,
Yeah.
way easier,
Nice.
and not as like fragile. Like the gold suit, you got to be like, it's regal.
Yeah.
There's nothing comes close to the gold suit. Like, it's beautiful.
Dude, it's so beautiful. It's so classic.
Yeah.
And it looks great.
And the wardrobe, the department, like we really killed it in this film. It's unbelievable looking.
No, everybody's costume looks on point, dude. You know, with the kettlebells, like, what's the heaviest one that you're gonna want to lift? Like,
I like to sit at probably like 88s.
yeah.
And just swing that. That's
Just
like
do swings and.
Yeah, I mean it's just simple. I just do
Squats.
press squats. It's just fronts. I think are really good for me. I'll do like the sumo ones wide.
Yeah.
Definitely just swing, and then just swing to just singles into the shoulders.
Beautiful.
I'll do some get ups here and there, but.
And then I saw you were doing some work with my boy Ian Streets on the boxing side. It's Streets.
Oh
on
my
the boxing
God, you know
side,
Streets?
bro. Yeah, of course, bro.
I love him so much that I bring him everywhere now.
Yeah.
And I don't get to box him that much because we're always fucking busy. But
Right.
dude, Streets is like, that's the thing that I love about this business. You meet certain people, you bring them on the films with you.
Yeah.
So he's went everywhere with me now. He's down in Minecraft with me.
That's awesome.
He's in New
dude.
Zealand, yeah. So I brought
just WhatsApped him because I saw that he worked with you on this. And,
So he's on Minecraft with me now.
Awesome.
That's the best part is like when you can bring those certain people, and I got to get back into boxing more. That's the one thing that's great. I love it.
What will you do with him? Like just like spar a little bit?
Yeah,
or, like,
yeah,
throw some
just learn
hits?
the boxing. Yeah, but
Yeah.
my kids really love it too. My daughter boxes a lot, so she's such a hammer. My daughter's just like got it. Like, I don't even want to like I'm not even worried in the least. I'm not even worried in the least.
Yeah, I just had a daughter, so I'm trying to get my
just
partner
hang
to
out
be,
with
like,
Uncle
jiu-jitsu
Ian.
or
Yeah,
streets or,
just wrestle around, play around with him. But like my daughter just came out like a hammer, so.